We have
All right.
Gazillions of dollars.
Here we
We
go.
have-
Ready?
ready.
Let's go.
Get her done.
Let's get her done. All right. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. Center of your chin, feet are underneath your knees, knees in line with your hips. There we go. Body parts. All right, we're gonna open and then exchange hands. So sit up nice and tall, engage your core. Squeeze the little ball between the hands.
We're gonna miss you next week.
No.
Oh, I'm not leaning back, sorry.
Nope, not leaning back, sitting up tall, engage your core. I'd say the same, but I'll be with my kids.
That's the best.
Oh, I forgot to start the music. Knew there was something missing. Now you're gonna take it over your head, same thing. So it's in one hand, bring it over your head, and then slowly open it up to the side and up. Tomorrow will be a long day.
What time did you fly?
It's at 8, and I get to Burlington at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, 8 in the morning to 7:30 p.m.?
Wow.
How long is your connection?
The connection's not very long. I think it's just over an hour, but it's also a 3-hour difference.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
6-hour or 5.5-hour flight.
Right.
Okay, now we're gonna bring that ball, keep it up. Let's bring it to our right hand. We're gonna squeeze it back and forward. Then I just hope everything goes on time. Because that's a long enough day.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Where do you connect through?
Washington.
Okay.
So I'm not going into Newark.
Oh,
And then let's switch hands, we'll do the same thing.
But I bet you're coming out.
I am coming out. On that. We'll see. I'm not worried about that one.
yeah. And there's not a darn thing you can do.
No, nothing, and then if you're delayed, if I'm delayed here. I've only got a little over an hour in Washington.
When you're
Newark, or United. All right, take the ball in between your hands. Fingertips will be up, elbows tucked in, sitting up nice and tall. Squeeze the ball, straighten your arms, and bring them in. Thursday, we drive from Vermont to Connecticut. Couple-hour break, and then from Connecticut to the shore. 2 big travel days.
Yes.
So I'm just chilling for the next 3 days.
The time change, the flight, air related, so.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna take it all in stride.
Yeah.
Damn thing I can do about it.
When we were flying out of South Bend a few weeks ago,
Now we're gonna push it up.
looking out the window, and it's like somebody put a sheet over the window. These clouds came in and settled down, and it was a total whiteout. Thus, the plane couldn't land, so they circled for 15 minutes,
Oh dear.
finally landed. But even the flight attendant said we were really getting nervous, what we're gonna have enough fuel.
Oh my goodness. All right, put the ball between your thighs, just above your knees. Sitting up tall, hands at your sides. We're gonna squeeze and release.
I was wet, so, flying back to Indy. At least 10 years ago. And I don't know, we usually fly in our business, what Herman used to love business. And,
Then we're gonna hold the ball there and lift your knees up, or your feet up and down. Up. You can hold this out of your chair if that helps. Try not to lean back too much. Just lift and lower. Nice core engagement, so belly button in.
there was no direct flight, so I went through Minneapolis. And then when we were getting ready to land in Indy, it was foggy, like all kinds of.
And 1. Take that ball down between your calves. Uh-oh. Run away ball. We will lean back a little bit. You can lean all the way back into your chair you want, or just lean back a little bit, and now up and down.
Which is gonna do the most here?
What you're doing. Because now you're using all 4. If you rest your back, if your lower back's hurting, rest back. If not, Here. Good.
It was real foggy and the pilot said, well, we could go,
3, 2, 1. Okay, take your ball back between your hands to the top, Sandy, elbows back
no,
up.
that's all right.
We're gonna squeeze and dip, release and up, squeeze and dip. Okay, go.
And he said, they want us to go to Louisville. Well, how was I gonna get to where I need to be from Louisville? But, he said, folks, there's one little hole here, we're going for it.
Oh, wow.
I hope you're a good pilot.
I was so thankful we had an experienced pilot, because otherwise,
Oh,
they probably would not have gone for it, and we would have circled Louisville and,
oh.
All right, one more to each side. And now just rotate your hands so your fingers are out towards me, and now squeeze and twist side to side. Squeeze and twist.
Has anybody ever flown that JSX?
oh,
Yeah, what?
JSX, it's out of Scottsdale and it's all business class seats. And
Oh,
I just wondered if does that give you any of the feeling of the old days of flying? Do they?
Remember the old
Oh.
days?
We miss the old days when you got a meal on every flight.
now you have to pay for a snack.
Yeah,
I just paid
Yeah.
$10 for a little snack pack. I figure I better order something because I'm traveling all day long.
Yeah, right.
All right, so you take your ball in your right hand, or left hand, and bring it down into your right toe. It's like olives, hummus, and a couple crackers,
Yeah.
$10.
Yes, I bring my own food.
Well, I'm gonna bring my own food, but what I was concerned about was that layover, I might not have time to get anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I thought if I get this on the flight there, and
between
it
8 AM and 7 PM, you need more, you need.
more than just a couple snacks in my bag,
Yeah.
yeah.
I pack a sandwich and sliced apples, a sliced pepper.
Switch!
As long as you don't pack tuna salad.
Yeah, that's true. Four. And 1 back to your left hand. Now we're gonna goal post our arm and twist, bring it to your right knee. Over. And a little twist. Yep. Oh, now
we
little beef jerkies.
we grabbed a whole bunch of those. I'm hoping they're cheaper in Wisconsin.
2 more.
We have it's not,
And switch.
it's called Fresh Time, I think, in Wisconsin.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's still Sprouts, because I went in there one day and I said,
Oh,
to the checkout gal, I said, this looks just like Sprouts that I shopped in Arizona. She goes, it's the same company, they just couldn't use the name.
oh, interesting. 3.
So there must have been something already in Wisconsin called.
Yeah.
Probably something, yeah.
So now we go from overhead, alternate knees, bring it down. And a little crunch, squeeze those abdominals, straighten and squeeze. Now we're gonna take the ball from our forehead, bring your feet closer together, both up and tap. Up. There it is. Yeah. Like this?
Works, definitely works on the thighs.
Working lots of core, hip flexors, quads. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take the ball in your left hand. You're going to angle your left knee out to the side and your right leg back. Good. So we're going to take the ball from up here and bring it towards your knee. So reach, slide it in. Reach. Now we're getting into our obliques. Two more. And switch it up. Right knee goes out, left leg goes back, right arm up, and pull it in. And 1, good. Sit up tall, take that ball between your hands again, elbows to your ears. Squeeze and bend your elbows, and straighten them up. Your chin up, core engaged, nice and tall. Core. 2. And 1, good. Bring that ball out in front. Fingertips to me. Pull it in. Elbows go out. Push it away. Pull it in. Push it away. Out, but below your shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now bring it back to the center. We're going to lift up a knee, take it down to your ankle, up and over to the other side. Whoops. Also working on our hands. Keep those hands and wrists strong. Open up our mouths. I figured ordering a wine for the 8 a.m. flight is not a good idea. Nice and straight and tall through your core. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the ball to your chest. Whoops.
Bounced off my head.
Straighten your legs out. So holding the ball at your chest, we're going to give it a little squeeze. As you squeeze, squeeze your belly button in 2. Come back. And lift it up. Pull it in and squeeze. Sorry, Milford. Last one. And down. Good. Take that ball down by your feet. Good. So we're going to lift it up and just take it side to side. So up nice and tall again using your core. Lift and go to the right and to the left. It does, doesn't it? And I guess I
Deceiving.
see. We're getting into a little thigh as well here. Four, 3, 2, and 1 into the center. Lift And straighten, in, relax, up, out, in, down.
Before you leave.
Well, I wanna make sure you get a lot of good stuff in.
I know, I appreciate it, but man.
Two more. Last one. And down, good. Get rid of that ball, we're done with it. Yeah, we're gonna take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and fold into your lap. So bring your chest forward from your hips. And then we'll take our hands all the way down towards our toes, head and shoulders fall forward. Take a nice deep breath here. And then come halfway up. Take your feet out a little bit wider. We're gonna take our elbows to the insides of our thighs. Bring your palms together. And then push them open. That nice stretch for your inner thigh we just worked. And then slide your hands to your thighs. Drop your right shoulder, pushing it against the inside of the right and look over your left shoulder. And up and over to the other side. Come back to the center. Hands slide down to the floor. And relax your upper body. And then slowly bring yourself up. And bring those feet back in front. We'll take our right foot forward. Toe to the ceiling. Sit up tall, lean forward. And as you come down, if you want to grab your toe and pull it back. That left foot should stay out in front of your knee, so try not to tuck this in, leave it out here. Good. That also give you a better range. And then bring yourself up. Raise that leg up. Take your hands behind. And let's point and flex this right foot. And bring your knee into your chest and circle the foot around.
Getting off the stationary bike, I got too close to the pedal and took a hug.
You and Herman, he's always really nice.
Other way.
I thought it would be okay, but it wasn't really good, so I go to the wound care center.
Oh.
And then take this foot onto your left thigh. Let the knee fall to the side.
Bad news was they said no wine or alcohol, it hinders the healing.
Well, I would think it helps you. It's really.
That's what they said.
Never.
I never heard of it
I
before
haven't
either.
either, so I'm just having a sip of wine. I'm 80 years old, I could croak tomorrow.
Yeah, that means I kill you. All right, let's lean forward a little bit. Yeah, really never heard that.
Can't either. Oh, our daughter was on it, she's like, do not have nothing, wine, blah, 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 like, oh.
Well, you're not taking any kind of
I was just gonna ask, are you
No.
taking anything or
Nothing, no blood, nothing.
nothing? It's weird. All right, we'll sit up, cross the right leg over the left, take your right, left arm to your right thigh, gentle push off and look over your right shoulder.
The mistake was telling your daughter.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Say what, what'd you say?
The mistake was telling your daughter.
Yeah.
I'd have kept that to myself.
I know.
All right, bring it back to the center. Right foot goes right under that knee and take your left foot forward, toes to the ceiling, sit up tall. And then lean forward, pushing your hip, chest forward, grab your toes if you want and pull back.
I'm just gonna GTS that and see if that really is a true
I mean, I'll
statement.
be honest with you, there ain't nothing bigger than this thing back here. And when I was off of painkillers, I was having a glass of wine at night.
I mean, I wouldn't.
And they never said anything to you. I mean, that was a major,
If you're taking pain pills.
Yeah,
it's-
right.
it's-
Right.
Yeah, but I didn't dare do that, but I was at my folks, if they were having a glass of wine, I had one. My dad, you're not taking your pain pills, right? I said, "No." That was awesome in a couple days. Okay, bring that leg out in front, huh?
Where's the last?
Give it a hug and ankle around. Up the way.
And our kids are all into organic everything,
oh, yeah.
the grocery store, organic tomato juice or all that organic stuff. Can we believe that?
Left foot to right.
You know, there's something to being younger and having your whole life eating microplastics and absorbing all this stuff. You know, I'm like you, I'm at this age, it's like, you know, whatever I've done now, it's already in there.
It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Organic's not gonna save me now.
No, kidding. And our son-in-law said, a lot of times people lie, would you put any pesticides on this or that?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to, otherwise the bugs just eat everything.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
But I agree, at 8 years old,
You're not worried about. Right, yeah, cross the leg over, and then little twist over the right, left shoulder. So I've been, following some research on workout and nutrition, men versus women. And it's really, really interesting, all science-based research, you know, just a woman who's done it, and she's got a whole team, and it's really, really interesting. All right, come back to the front, and I totally forgot what we did here after that.
what'd you say?
Did we just go to the other side? All right, let's just drop that left knee to the side. Now we're gonna get our quad and hip flexors. Anyway, it just things that like, well, first of all, fitness and stuff, this I knew, but you know, it was based on men. Like, oh, it's all based on men.
Yeah.
Machines out here and machines to this day are all based on the height and body build of a man. So one big thing that I've known for years, I've studied, but really women, and this is, you know, 40, 50 and above. Dumbbells or body weight are so much better than machines. You're also working on your stability muscles, right? So when you're on a machine, you're just moving, you're still getting some strength training. But when you're picking up that dumbbell, you're also using your stability, you're engaging in core, you're doing all that. So this kind of stuff, classes and dumbbell workout and stuff is better than, for women, yeah, sorry. It's good for you too.
The only,
It's exercise, better than machines.
What?
Those machines, the equipment out there. Good, let's drop it over to the left. Yes, no, to the right.
to the right,
Yeah.
the only
But the
thing you
nutrition stuff's
do
interesting.
is that when you sit down and push your legs out.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that, that's the only. Yeah, it's just-
Okay, but it's not a rule for everybody, but for combined.
What did they find in nutrition? Is there different?
So one thing that's really interesting, and I've read two different things about this. So, you know, that fasting, intermittent fasting and stuff, they say it's really not good for women. Because, and I'm trying to think of the scientific term, whatever, but when we don't eat in the morning, we go to exercise, or just go for a walk or do something. Our body triggers, hold on to stuff because I'm gonna get stressed, my body's gonna get stressed, I'm walking, I'm exercising, and I've got no nutrition. Where a guy, something in their chemical makeup, doesn't have that same reaction. Yeah. Okay, bring it forward. We're gonna sit nice and tall, we're gonna roll our shoulders back so that really, even if it's like this gal, this doctor saying, you know, if you, like I do it, I just have coffee and a collagen electrolyte drink, and I'm like, I shouldn't do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
She's like, make a coffee, roll forward, put a protein powder in it,
And I do that.
and some almond milk or coconut milk, or, you know, you don't have to have the dairy milk. And have that before you work out. So like for me, add my coffee and it's almost like a milkshake, and then it tells your body you've got some nourishment there. Bring your arms over the head. So anyway, it's interesting. I downloaded a bunch of stuff and I upload. So I'm gonna do that on all my travels. Do some more research into that. And cold plunges,
Right.
the 30 degree below, not good for women.
All right.
Again, it's a different chemical thing. Our body doesn't shiver at that temperature. 55 to 60, that's okay. And she's got cortisol, this
Yeah, right.
all the science stuff, but I'm like, no, I just look bottom line. Why don't we do this?
And age makes a big difference.
And then drop your left arm. So most of this is like postmenopausal. I don't care about those young things. And you will say a 20-year-old could have a different experience, but you know, what do we care? I'm not nowhere near there, and I'm not
It's all about me.
and I'm not working with them, so.
That's right.
And one for each side. Oh, they call it we're gonna stand up grandparents diet. Like the grandparents ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
Stop eating after dinner and don't eat till breakfast.
Correct.
That's a fast, and that's why it's breakfast. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Especially for us women. So. All right, we're gonna turn and face the mountain. So your left hand will be on the back of the chair. Your right heel is gonna come into the center of the chair. Yep. And we're gonna push our hips back and lean over that leg. So you want a nice stretch in the back of your leg all the way into your glutes. Well, I'll learn a lot more on my travels. I'll fill you all in the
Good.
classes to come. Just saying, it's mostly like, you know, like I said, postmenopausal and women stuff, but.
Well, these people are now paying attention to us.
Correct, and that's what her whole research has been for years and years, and then there's a whole team, and then, you know, you don't wanna listen to one thing, so I read an article from another team of researchers that really concurs, this is. Well, and how interesting, okay, come on up, back of the foot faces the back of the chair. Knee bends, and we're gonna lean forward, you can bring your hand down to the seat of the chair. I mean, it makes sense, you know, obviously that's how they were designed, I mean, when women didn't work out 100 years ago, 50 years ago, like they do today.
No.
So the machines did make
They scrubbed
adjustments.
floors and they, you know, they did cleaning,
Right.
housework, was the word.
And I'm doing less and less of that all the time.
So you're coming here.
Yeah.
And bring it up. Taking your knee towards your chest, slide your hand down to your foot, and then your heel behind. Well, the other thing I thought was interesting, I kind of read this somewhere else before too, that women don't need as much rest time in between that men do. In fact, it's more detrimental. So if you do like a jumping jacks for 30 seconds, you really shouldn't break more than 30, 45 seconds, where a man might need a minute to a minute and a half. Yeah, so which means we can get in and out faster. I'm here. Switch sides. And then we'll put your heel, they did the research too. And then just lean forward, push your hips back. So they did 5 and 5, 5 squats, 5 sets of 5 squats in 5 minutes. And so the men, if the woman took the same time as the man took, she did, you know, over 6 weeks, she didn't get any results. If she did it in 3 minutes, she got results. Yes. Cool, right?
Well, you'd think other than a few body parts, men and women have to be the same, but, you know.
It's all the chemical makeup of us,
Yeah.
and again,
But again, that has-
hormones and different
Yeah,
stuff,
well,
what messages
that's
are going to your
true,
brain. Excellent, so I'm gonna bring that back, your foot faces the back of the chair, bending that left knee, lean forward. That's more interesting other times too. All right, we're bringing it up and we're gonna take our hand down to our foot, we're gonna put behind. Your hamstring?
Yeah, it always
Yeah,
wants
that
to
can
cramp
happen.
whenever
It
I do
cramps up
that.
instead of stretching your
It
quad.
does that in the pool. too.
Huh.
I tend to get a cramp in my left foot after about 20 minutes in the pool.
And bring it behind the chair. Really? Do you wear shoes in the pool?
I have to, yeah.
Sometimes that helps. Sometimes that. All right, walk your feet all the way back, feet right underneath your hips. Push the hips back, lower your head between your arms. And then you're gonna wag your tail right and left, nice and slow. Push your hips right and left. And come back to center, keep your right foot back or your left foot forward. Lean towards the chair and press your right heel to the floor. And now straightening both legs. Again, hinge your hips back and lean forward.
Dramatic song.
It is weird if you listen to it.
Two cheaters fight each other.
Right, exactly.
Like, we're both cheating, oh wait, you're my person.
Together. And we're gonna press the left heel back, bending your right knee lean forward. And then straighten both legs, hinge from the hips, lean forward. And bring yourself up. You're gonna come up on the ball of our right foot, circle your knee around. And then we'll circle the other way. Switch sides. Then bring your hands to your hips, step away from your chair, take your feet a little bit wider than your hips, and let's move our hips around in a circle. Our upper body goes the opposite way, nice and slow. Let's circle it the other way. And Bringing it back to center, take your hands over your head, fingertips together. Press the palms to the ceiling, stretch out nice and tall. And then turn to your right, gently pushing your hands to the right. Come back to center, turn to your left, and a gentle lean and push to the left. Come to center, take your hands down towards your chest, push the palms out, drop the shoulders. And then hands come behind your back, interlace your fingers, open up your chest, a little lift of the arms. Good, and then bringing your hands to your sides, walk your feet underneath your hips. We're gonna lower the chin to our chest. And then bring it up and back, relax your jaw. And chin forward. And head back. And then bring it to center. Take your hands behind your hips, back of your hands kind of resting on your hips. And take your right ear to your right shoulder. And over to the left. Relaxing those shoulders back to the right. Back to your left. And back to center. Hands rest on your thighs. Drop your chin, relax your jaw, and take your head all the way around. And we'll go the other way for 2 rolls. And coming back to center, lift your chin, arms to your side, shoulders up. Let it go and do it again, up. Let it go, and then take a deep breath in. And let it go. All right. Nice work, everybody.
That was good.
Good.
Wonderful, good.
Good.
But enjoy your family.
I will. I'm looking forward to it.